Yo, what is up guys? It's the Goblin and welcome back to another Fortnite video. Today or tonight, sort of a late night upload, we had some crazy patch updates. This is patch update V2.5.0 or 1.43 if you're on console, and a lot of weapon changes as well as some new items into the game, new locations on the map, and a bunch of different stuff into Fortnite Battle Royale right now. Stuff that I am very excited about. They also fixed different audio things and a bunch of different issues. Very, very good patch overall, and I'm going to cover everything you guys need to know about it in today's video. So if you guys could drop a like on this video, that would be absolutely amazing. If you guys could go for 92 likes, that would be awesome. If you could smash that, hit that like button, and of course subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. I appreciate the growth. Sub, and let's talk about this new update and everything you need to know. Let's talk about this update. So we're going to go in order here. There's a lot of new stuff. The first thing is that the impulse grenade is now put into the game. And what the impulse grenade is I'll show a video up on the screen now, and this video is officially from Fortnite. This is what the impulse grenade does. Basically, you chuck it and boom, it blows up and bounces people out. It can do it to your teammates and to the enemies, it looks like. So if snipers are camping inside a base, toss it to them. If you want to boost your teammate up, there could be some insane plays with this. Maybe like an impulse grenade boosting your teammate up onto a rocket ride or something. That would be absolutely insane. But this is going to be a blue rarity, and it's going to be found in treasure chests and supply drops only. So that's basically the only ways that you can get it. I think this is much cooler than a boogie bomb, and definitely is a cool thing to be added into the game. That is the impulse grenade, and a lot of people are very, very excited on Twitter and stuff like that for that. Next is going to be shrines. So you can around the map randomly, there's going to be these new thematic shrines hidden across the map. So what you can basically do is picking up those. If you go to those shrines, basically maybe you're in the middle of nowhere, you see a shrine, it might have some loot for you, a chest, different stuff like that. Basically, I think the point of this is to add loot spots to places where they're a little bit empty. Of course, Fortnite is super fast paced, and there's a ton of different central areas, towns, buildings, different stuff like that. But these are going to be basically loot shrines hidden across the map. That's what they say. This is really, really good stuff, as well as other things that have added into this patch notes. The first is that for console players, dynamic resolution and high quality temporal upsampling on PS4 and Xbox One. Dynamic resolution gives more consistent frame rate during heavy combat and increases visual fidelity when load on the GPU is lighter. So it looks like the frame rate, I know sometimes on console, if you're in like areas with a bunch of trees, your frame rate can get laggy. I think that should be fixed now, and different stuff like that. Next thing that we need to get to that's really, really important is the weapons plus items. Now, of course, they added the impulse grenade, but some other things were changed. I'm going to go over each of these changes. Now, the scoped assault rifle. Everyone knows that one. It's pretty underpowered. Didn't really have a place in the game. Everyone would kind of just ignore it when they saw it on the ground. Scoped assault rifle is now perfectly accurate when scoped. There's, I guess, a glitch where it wasn't, and now it's going to be perfectly accurate when scoped, as it should be. And now the scoped assault rifle headshot damage has been decreased from 250% to 200%. I'm guessing that was just a glitch as well, as they want to keep the headshot ratios at around 200% for most things. So that's going to be changes for the scoped assault rifle. Hopefully this makes it a little bit better and gives it a place a little bit more in the game. Next change is revolver now uses medium ammo. I'm not sure why that was changed, or if people were requesting this or anything like that. I don't think that's that big of a deal. I mean, if you know the revolver, you're shooting one bullet at a time, so it's not like you're going to be wasting all of your rifle ammo by using a revolver. So that's what was changed with that revolver. Next is the crossbow drop chance decreased by 20%. I think we all saw this coming. The crossbow was so overpopulated because they wanted to, have it around this time of the year, the Valentine's, with the new skins, it all fit into a theme. Now they're dropping off the drop chance by 20% on the crossbow. Minigun drop chance has also been decreased by 12.5%. I didn't see too many miniguns. I think they're really good in squads if you're trying to shoot down different stuff, but that now has been changed as well. Different changes also are to the Chug Jug. The Chug Jug drop chance has been decreased by 15%, which I didn't think there was, a plethora of Chug Jugs in the game in the first place, but that now has been changed, and that's what's adjusted with the Chug Jug there. Also, the white, green, blue SMG is rotating out and heading to the vault. So they're taking that one out of the game. I'm not sure. The SMGs are really confusing in this game. It's a bunch of different ones. There's like a Tech 9. There's like an MP5. So I think that's the Tech 9 sort of one that they're going to be removing. I'm not really sure. We'll have to wait and see. But basically, they're going to be removing some SMGs, which is kind of good because they're still going to have SMGs in the game. Plus, this would increase your drop chance for other weapons. I know so many times I open a treasure chest and boom, I'm getting getting SMGs. Tactical submachine gun also has a magazine size increased from 30 to 35 and firing rate increased from 10 to 13. So I think the tactical SMG would be pretty good. So I guess if they're keeping that one, maybe it's the silenced one that's heading out. I'm not really sure. I'm kind of confused with that. But certain SMGs are coming out, certain ones are staying in, and the tactical SMG, which is probably one of the best ones right now, is getting a pretty big buff. So I think SMGs will have a good, chance off the start. One thing to note out here is that there's no changes to shotguns, to double pump, to shotgun headgun ratios, like people are saying, or headshot ratios. Nothing there with these patch notes. I know a lot of people were talking about that. They were on the test servers. I think they're still working on, figuring out what to do in terms of patching and updating shotguns. That's all we have for the weapons and items changes right here, and different stuff like that. Next, there is some different sort of bug fixes. Removed per bullet rounding on shotgun damage calculation. So right now, the damage was rounded down to the nearest whole number for each individual pellet. Instead, now, all projectiles will be added together before rounding. It's a complete minimal change that can make the difference of 1 to 4 damage on your shotgun shots. I don't think anyone will feel this actual change happening in the game. Another issue here, which I think is a big deal that was happening to a lot of people who play on PS4 and Xbox One, and people who don't have like the PS4 Pro or the Xbox One, the fancier one. This issue where you would spawn in, you'd fall in, and you couldn't pull out your first gun, it's gotten me killed quite a few times, and they've said now on the bug fix, they fixed an issue which prevented players from using the first weapon picked up on consoles. So hopefully that is true, because that was probably one of the most annoying glitches that was happening, the build glitch in that one, and it looks like that's all cleaned up. I mean, Epic Games does a great job of cleaning up these patch notes and fixing glitches and different stuff like that. So that definitely is a big change right there to that one. Now, some other huge changes we have here are to the audio. These changes are big. If you guys know Fortnite, you guys like play Tilted Towers like myself, you know that sound is everything. So they've improved footstep audio by adding separate above and below step sounds for wood, stone, and metal materials. Players can now better hear their surroundings while building. They lowered the audio levels of initially placing a structure. So, sometimes you'd place down, a metal structure or something like that, and then you'd hear and you think it's footsteps, but it's just your structure coming together. That should be changed. They added new wood, stone, and metal sound variations when placing structures. They lowered your teammates' footstep volume slightly. They lowered the volume of the sniper impact sound and lowered the volume of emote music when in the pregame phase. So this is all pretty good changes right here. I think lowering the teammates' footstep volume and having it where you can have a separate above and below steps for wood, stone, and metal materials, you'll be able to figure out a lot easier when people are rushing you, when people are rushing into your base, when people are building, below you or above you, when you're, around the towers in Tilted Towers, of course, and different stuff like that. I think this is definitely a lot of good changes overall. That's, they also did one more thing. They improved visual FX while moving through deep water. And that's, I guess, it was kind of hard to see when you were in Loot Lake. Loot Lake isn't a very populated area anymore. Before the update to add Tilted Towers, everyone went to Loot Lake and it was a battle there. Now it seems like it's kind of, the outcast, but there it is. You can see better now there, hopefully, because that was kind of an issue. And that's it for the patch notes, boys. A lot of different stuff changed in today's update. I'm pretty excited about it. Of course, drop a like on this video if you guys can. I'd really appreciate that. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. I definitely appreciate all the new subscribers, everyone subbing. Hit that like button. And this update overall, I'm actually really excited to, after I get this video up, I'm going to hop on and probably play all night because this is some pretty cool stuff. I'm really excited about this impulse grenade as well as the loot shrines. I actually hopped on and played a game, and the impulse grenade actually dropped 3 out of a chest. I just fell in, got 3 of them from a chest, and you can even split them with your buddies. So I think this is insane. I didn't know it would drop you 3. Of course, when boogie bombs come out, it's only 1. So this impulse grenade could actually be overpopulating the servers. Usually what they do is when an update rolls out, they make things spawn a little bit more actively. Like if you remember when the crossbow update came out, it was just crossbows left, right, and center, and same with the minigun. And I think that maybe that's why they've been spawning more often, because people, of course, when new stuff come out, want to get that new stuff. And I'm also very excited about the shrines and maybe how they will change the game. Of course, I've yet to try those out. I'm gonna hop on and test those different shrines out. I'm hoping that a lot of chests are going to be available in them. That's what it looks like. A lot of legendary items you're going to be able to pull from that in the battle royale mode. Let me know in the comment section down below, what are you most excited for out of these full patch notes for today? I think it's definitely a step in the right direction. It's going to be interesting to see what else they implement from that shooting being test mode in terms of changes to accuracy and bloom, as well as the shotgun changes. So it's going to be interesting to see future patch updates, but the game is back live right now. Some new skins are in the store, and all these patch notes are now active. So thanks for watching, guys. Drop a like if you guys made it to the end. I'd really appreciate if you guys could smack a like, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, and that's about it, guys, and I'm out. Peace.